How's it going, traders? Welcome to my channel. I'm Ross Burland. I am an analyst and trader working at FXStreet, and welcome to my channel. And I wanted to use this moment in particular to showcase really the work that I'm doing at FXStreet. And if you are anyone that is looking for strategies to help you with your day trading approach and or swing trading, then you've come to the right place. Um, if I show you where you can sign up to access my analysis and my trading strategies, it's at FX Street Premium. From time to time, there are fantastic offers, so look out for those. But generally speaking, these are the plans that are on offer. So if you want any further information about that, just get in touch on my channel. Send me a DM. You can reply in the. You can get in touch with me in the comments. But there's a whole host of benefits to FX Street's premium service, and also this is where I'm coaching my students in the coaching room, teaching them my day trading and smart money concepts for day trading and swing trading. And I thought I'd take this opportunity to run through a couple of the trades that we've done, and actually what's been a pretty tricky week otherwise, with the amount of data that's been out leading up to the Fed next week on a holiday shortened week. So it hasn't been an easy week to navigate, but nonetheless, there's been plenty of opportunities of which myself and students have benefited from, using a one of the particular strategies that we're really drilling down on, which is the MTFC. What does that stand for? Multi-time frame continuity. And I thought I'd showcase a couple of the trades that we took in the latter part of the week. But by signing up with FX Street's premium service and moving over to my mentorship, which there's plenty of information in the video that's in one of the playlists below this introduction video to my site, you can go and check that out. It's quite a long video, but it gives you all the information and ways in which you can take advantage of my time, 20 years in the market, and over really the last few years, have I honed in on my own day trading approach, for which I'm happy to give to you. If you want to sign up for the mentorship, you'll have access to this exclusive video library and my exclusive live trading room, with personalized education, bespoke mentorship for you. So don't hesitate to get in touch if you want more details about that. But let's jump into a couple of these trades that were taken this week. So as you can see here, I posted the oil. There was an opportunity in oil yesterday. I didn't take it. I was more than happy with our silver trade and closed down for the day. But we'll go through the oil trade that was done on Thursday. Really nice setup, explosive move. The bull trap out of the the oil data that was a day late because of the shortened week. Labor Day holiday on Monday, so it meant the data came out on Wednesday. But this happens time and time again, and it's a very simple setup strategy, which I'll show you in this video. And then yesterday we took silver based on our templates of strategies. So first of all, let's get into my process. I'll give you a brief insight into my approach, whether it be for day trading or swing trading. This is the nuts and bolts really of it. So what I'm looking for is continuity in the time frames. All right. So speaking specifically about the day trading strategy, we will use the higher time frame. So we've got the monthly chart here, we have the weekly chart here, and the daily chart over here. And these candles here are the 5-minute candles. Now, this is in playback mode. This is a trade that was taken on Thursday. Now, on the monthly chart, what I look for is a bias. So on the monthly chart, we've got this M formation. But besides that, which would indicate a topping pattern, but we won't get into that at the moment. Besides that, we have a bearish breakout. So the what I assume is whatever happened last will continue to happen. So what happened last on this chart is that we've got a bearish breakdown. Okay, so I'm assuming a bearish bias on the lower time frames. And then we move over to the weekly chart, we can see that we're also in breakdown. And on the daily chart, we are in breakdown. So I've got my higher time frames aligned, which would lead me to be looking not strictly like Bruce Lee, you want to be like water. It's a term I like to use in my teaching, but you want to always have two scenarios. So I'm not fixated on the downtrend and short setups. I'm also ready to flip that narrative and look for the longs um, if certain criteria happen at the time when I'm on the chart looking to trade. So that was the bearish bias for that day. And when we come into the chart itself, the data came out. So I'm waiting for the inventory data or stockpiles data, whatever data it might be, specific to the oil market, crude. We had both natural gas and crude out on the same day. And quite often, this can lead to a trap. So if the data comes out bullish, quite often the market will align itself with that data. But if it is aligned with a bearish bias on the higher time frames, I knew to sit back, let that data play out, and wait for my setup. I'm only trading setups. I'm not trading the data. Quite often, the data can be the missing piece in the puzzle, as it were, and lead to whatever was setting up to come into fruition. And that is exactly what we had. So we had the data come out, it creates the volatility that I'm looking for, coming out of a coil, a nice move up on the day itself. So Asia, London, Europe, and then this is 10 o'clock New York. More than often, oil I will seek to trade in the late morning rather than early on in the day. It's not to say we can't get setups early on in the day as well, but it allows me to put it off until later and focus, for instance, on Forex at the start of the day and leave the commodities for later in the day. So we had this explosive move and then the pullback, and there are rules and so on that I'll leave behind closed doors, which are reserved for my students. But we knew to be taking this trade setup for a short on the day. So it worked out very, very nicely. If I come out of playback mode, you can see how that sailed, which we had planned for as per screenshot posted in the coaching channel. And that was the outcome. Now, this entry was actually much higher up because what I was doing is I was aggregating a position, pyramiding in, so that the aggregate of the entries that were taken up high, down in here somewhere, resulted in the trade break-even point being much further down. But that was fine because at this point we were convinced that the setup was right, and we were able to even add to the position as it was blowing off for a very nice sized in trade all the way into the lows from the prior day. which is a typical area that we would target in this sort of scenario. So in fact, there was plenty even left on the table, and it just continued to plummet, which was Friday's move. So on Thursday, which is the trade that I'm actually talking about, we got our target as the low of the day, low of the prior day over here, Wednesday, and that's where we got out. So it was a very nicely timed trade setup. It was actually taken in and around getting into the value area of the prior day, and unfortunately, I can't locate the exact entry point. It'd have to be looked upon in, no, not even here either. But it was up in here anyhow. It was up in here, something along the lines of. So yes, that was it. It was up in this. It was over here, and then I was adding to the trade. So entered just before the London highs in anticipation of a break below them, having got into the value area high and got in below the value area high of Wednesday in anticipation of the blow off. So, and adding in when I was convinced with the price breaking below London's highs, and so on. But all of that trade management is a process which is taught in the mentorship and so on. So anyway, so that was the trade, and then we got that follow through straight back up into the value area high of the previous day. See how the value area is a very powerful tool that we use in the mentorship as well as part of our rules and so on. And then we had the same scenario, exact same setup pretty much on Friday. All right, so these are the types of move that we're getting involved with. Now, this here isn't anything that I took, but it certainly was a strategy. It certainly was part of the strategy to have taken that trade. I was concentrated on silver. So silver was taken on Friday. We waited patiently for the non-farm payrolls data to come out. And then we had the risks associated with the Fed speakers before the blackout period starting today, Saturday, ahead of the Fed interest rate decision. But again, this was a trade that we took, another explosive opportunity. We got involved in all of that. We got out at the lows based upon the lows of the week. So this is not guesswork. It's all methodical, rule-based. I mean, there's some discretion as to how you want to manage your trade. But as you can see, this also was a trade that was taken yesterday. There it all is. There are all the entries, the partials that were taken as the trade was in full swing, as it were, right into our targeted low of the day. So that's all there. Shown in that move on that chart, and then low of the day, and we just fizzled out. We weren't in that. We were already out, done and dusted for the day. So same principle applied to this. If you look on the monthly chart, the breakdown on the weekly, and then on the daily, we were involved in that sell-off. Yeah, so that's it really. So that's what I wanted to show. As part of the mentorship, you're also able to use an indicator which we provide, which is all work in progress. In fact, this is sort of a light version on something that's currently being worked on, which should pop up any moment, which is actually foraging out the setups that we use in the mentorship, which are all here on this map. It's just a matter really of learning what they are and taking them away, finding which resonates with you best, if not all of them. They're simple trading strategy setups, rule based, as I said. And this indicator is being coded currently to find those setups for you. So it's still work in progress, but it's already, I'm using it day in, day out. It's very, very helpful for identifying those setups and just confirming the thesis. Cuts out a lot of my time and analysis. It does it all for you. So pretty fantastic stuff, very powerful. So if you're serious about trading, whether it be swing trading, day trading, whether it's the Tokyo session, London, New York, personally, well, at the moment, what I'm doing is trading the US session a few hours a day. That is all. Trading around the equity hours, the open, where we have the treasury market involved, as well as forex traders, the commodity traders, commerce happening around the world, and everything associated with it, and trading in line with the institutions and so on, using a methodical process that works every single day in every single session, all the trading days in the year. So very powerful stuff. If you want to get in touch with me, like I said, just give me a comment in the YouTube video. My personal email address you can find through FXStreet, but just go along there, sign up, and you'll be very satisfied with the services and products on offer. You can look to Trustpilot for the reviews. There are comments here made about the mentorship. Here's Jamie Robinson, UK based, talking about how he's passing his funded trading challenges, hitting 9R trades comfortably, similar to what I've sort of showcased in here on a regular basis. So there's plenty of 5-star reviews with regards to my mentorship. So if you want a piece of the action, get in touch. So thank you for listening. Thank you for visiting my channel, and hopefully we'll have a meeting with you soon.